Welcome back. I'm here with Whitney Pendle, and she is a professional gift wrapper here in Greenville. You also have a blog where you talk about food, recipes, home decor. That's called Come Home for Comfort. So that's really neat. I know you're kind of one of those people that you do everything for the home. You know, you really specialize in that. So today we want to talk about gift wrapping. I know for me personally, I am not the best at wrapping gifts. It's always a little bit uneven. Maybe I don't measure it the best I should, or maybe I buy cheap wrapping paper. I don't know. I know you told me there's some tricks in this one.
Yes, there are.
So yeah, first tell me, you know, kind of what got you involved in this? Why do you enjoy wrapping gifts?
I just love everything about the holidays. So every year, it's just my favorite thing to do. I love to wrap for myself and then for others. So I've just kind of turned it into a business, and it's just really fun.
Awesome. Yeah. And then you kind of learned when you were young, you just picked it up?
Yes, just doing it over and over throughout the years, just kind of pick up some trips along the way, and I'm just really having a good time with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So for us who aren't so good, I know there's some people out there that are just experts at this, but not everyone is. So what tips do you have us, and what can you demonstrate for us?
So you are not alone. Most people will really almost break out in a sweat when it comes time to wrap gifts, so you're not alone. So the two most important tips, the first one is to get really good paper. So this paper that I'm using today has grid lines on the back of it. So you can make these nice straight cuts, and the paper's not all wonky. So this is good.
We'll hold it out.
It's
have
good.
The camera right there. You can see the grid lines.
Thick paper too. It's not going to crease the paper. The color's not going to come off when I, make little folds. It's a really good paper. So
how do you know if it has the grid lines?
I would get my paper at like a craft store. Don't get it at a dollar store. Get it at a good store where you pay maybe like $6 to $12 a roll is a good price to know that you're getting good paper. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I have done here, it's usually pretty easy to know how to have enough paper to go this way to cover the middle. That's pretty easy. It's the ends where we get really frustrated, right? Where there's not enough and it's kind of peeking through, where there's too much and it's bulky. So here's the best thing that I have learned to make sure I have enough, but not too much, because either way, it just can be very frustrating. I'm going to push my box all the way back here so that it's lined up with the edge of the paper. So then on this end down here, I've got just enough to come to the edge of my box, and maybe just a little bit more, because sometimes you just need a little extra, but not too much more. So then I'm going to split the difference here, put my box in the middle, and this is where the grid lines come in play. I know I have about 1.5 grid lines on each side, and that's going to split the difference, and I'm going to have just enough so that then when I bring it over and do my little seam, see here on the ends, it's just enough to fill it. So let me show you.
That is different than
let me
how I
show
do
you
it.
how that works on a big box. It's a little easier to see on a little bit deeper of a box. So this is the part where I have the seam where I've just folded it over. I'm going to come straight down with my paper, just like this. And then this is good paper, so it's nice and thick, and it's going to crease really easy for me. It's going to make these little wings right here, where then I can just fold them in like this, and then it makes like a little envelope. And I just pull this up, and look at that. Is that not beautiful? So I'm just going to take a little piece of tape. All I need is one piece of tape for this end. Isn't that crazy?
Don't be wasteful like me.
One piece, you can see there on the other end how I already did it. Then it's just
perfect.
Just neat. Yeah.
That's finished product. And then you can kind of decorate it up a little bit more, right?
So I think to make your gifts look professional, it's good to shop outside of the Christmas gift wrap. This ribbon is not from the Christmas section. This is just regular satin ribbon. So I'm going to take, because then it just looks a little more elegant. It's a little more polished looking. I'm just going to tie a simple knot right here on my package, and then make sure I get it nice and tight. And then I'm going to take some of this a little greenery pick that I have left over from decorating. You can get them in the craft store. You can get them, with Christmas decorations. But this actually isn't even from the Christmas section. It's just from the party section at a craft store. So if you're in the Christmas stores and everything is sold out, head to the party section and you might find what you're looking for. I'm just going to tie this.
So that's like a knot.
Yep, just tie a knot, and then I'm going to put a bow on top of it here. And then we're going to have this elegant, very almost like old-fashioned looking package here with my beautiful,
I want to put that under my tree.
Little sprig in here. Yeah, there you go. And then I think it's really important when you're gift giving to make your gift about the person you're giving it to and not about yourself as the giver. So when you fill out your name tag, go ahead and just write I didn't write it on here because actually I did. I'm more prepared than I thought I was. There we go. Just put the person's name on the front. You don't need to put your name, who it's from. Just make sure their name is nice and big, and then it just makes it all about who doesn't love to see their name written beautifully in large font, So that is really really the best way to wrap a gift. Simply, elegantly, and make it about the person you're giving it to.
All right. Well, thank you, Whitney, so much for joining us. And I know we'll have a little bit more coming up later in the show. We're going to do a competition. So Tori, me, and Chris Scott, we're all going to see who can wrap a gift the fastest. So, yeah, we're really putting our skills to the test here. Make sure to stay tuned for that.